The poverty mindset is you always focusing on what you can get. The beauty is what you can give. So if I have to start firing people for whatever reason, the people that I'm firing first are the people that I pay, but they can't generate revenue. Does that make them bad people? The person who's helping generate revenue, can I fire them? Because they doing what? They adding value. It's nothing, ain't nothing wrong with nobody. Ain't nobody sweeter than nobody else. But because CJ made a commitment to make me a household name, and he did it, because he made a commitment to help me to grow financially, my whole family, because the next move is to be a millionaire. He said, I'm gonna make you into a billionaire. And him and Josh and Jamal doing what they gotta do with Tiffany, helping me get 27 gigs. Let me tell y'all something. When I'm with my wife and it's just like our time, but the phone ring and it say Tiffany Haynes, I can't answer it because I'm with my wife. Who gotta make the decision I'm gonna answer it or not? Dee gotta make that decision. When she see Tiffany, 27 gigs, 7 figures, what you think she say? Go ahead and get that. She might have another gig. That might be another gig. Go ahead and get that. Now hurry up. I'm like, Tiff, what up? Put it on speaker. What up, Tiff? Yo, E, this person called. What you think? I was like, what you think? I don't really know. All right, let's not do it then. And I ain't talking about money. There was a school. She was like, E, this school, what you think? I was like, yeah, I think we should do that. What you think? She's like, yeah, I think we should go to the school. Teach your insurance. Does it make sense? CJ called. You think Dee gonna be like, not right now? She's like, answer the phone. But if we cool, but you're not generating revenue, and it's, you said it, I didn't say it. She like, don't answer that. You can get back with them later. Not because they're less valuable, but they're not adding the same type of, if you ain't adding value, when it's time to start letting go, you're gonna be the first one to get cut. They cutting you first. You better pray that y'all stay in abundance. But if the abundance start getting questioned, if all you're doing is taking, you're the first one to go. You're the first one out of here. I always tell people all the time, my wife, I'm good with my wife. I'm not saying that she ain't gonna never leave me or get with somebody else, but my man gonna have to iron, clean, cook, take care of the kids, get up at 2 o'clock in the morning because she want water, buy her whatever she thinking about she won't. Bruh, if you could do all hell, bruh, but you're not gonna add the same value I'm gonna add. Does that make sense? In my relationship, I try to make it 50-50 or 49, 51-49 or 49-51. Why? Because I know if I'm taking from you, then you not, and I don't even be trying to impress the dudes. I be trying to impress their wife. I'm like, when are you gonna bring your wife? I need your wife to see what we're doing here. Because if your wife see it and she feeling it, then she gonna give you the cosign. But if you talk about E.T. says, she like, who E.T.? Why you keep talking about E.T.? E.T. don't live up off of here. I'm trying to hear E.T. name. But if E.T. take your life to the next level, you start treating your wife better because of me, she like, oh yeah, where's E.T. next event? Does that make sense? Immediate gratification, that base childhood boy stuff. Listen to me, the stuff you was dealing with when you was 18, 19, 20, like that sexual stuff, you grown now, you 40 years old, get some control now. You're a grown man, you ain't no kid anymore. You can't be tossed and driven. You got kids now. You got kids, bruh. You still sleeping around, you got kids. You still not getting up and going to work, you got kids now. You got people looking up to you. If you wanted to play when you were single, cool. But now you done brought somebody into this world. And as a pastor, I hate when people all of a sudden now, they want to get a divorce. Y'all got kids now. You should have got a divorce before y'all had kids. Why you gonna bring somebody into this complicated mess? They don't deserve this. They didn't ask for this. You a grown man now. Don't sit here and tell me that the baby mama drama, the mama be tripping. I don't care if she tripping or not. That's your son. Go make it work. That's your daughter. Go make it work. Do whatever you got to do with homegirl. Say whatever you got to say. Give her whatever she got to get. But don't let no other man raise your doggone kids. Don't let no other man raise your doggone kids. And I'm telling you, I was blessed that my mom got married and my father raised me. But I made a decision when I had my own child that ain't nobody else gonna raise. My biological father lost the right to call me by my last name that I am. I have somebody else's name because he didn't step up. So when I write my books, it don't have my name. And people who are part of my family, they might not even know that I was their kid. Why? Because somebody didn't step up. I don't care what my wife going through. I don't care what she's expecting. They're my kids. I'm going to raise my kids. And I'm not going to raise them like she want me to raise them. I'm going to raise them to be a man. And I'm going to raise my daughter to know how to deal with men. You ain't no boy no more. This ain't no base. This ain't no, I want to go party. You giving up that right when you had kids. Hey, party's over with out of time. Got time to be partying no more. Now it's time to create a legacy now. You had your fun. Now get to work. Now build a legacy. My son graduated. I can't say no names. My son wanted to work for a sports agent. He was all geek at, I'm going to work for them. I'm going to get the chain. I said, the chain? The chain? The chain? You don't wear nobody else's chain. You don't wear nobody else's name. They eating off of that. Your family ain't going to eat off that. You're going to get a check. We building money for generations to come. You don't work for nobody else. I didn't put you in school to go give your best talent to some other man. I put you to work for this legacy. You work for your family. You don't got no options. You don't work nowhere else. You don't work for nobody else. You work for your mama. You work for your sister. You work for your aunts. You work for your grandma. You work for your family. You work for your kid. You ain't making no other man rich. Some of you still on that boy stuff. You talking to some people you shouldn't be talking to. You grown now. It's over. When I was a child, when I was 18 years old, I act like that. When I was 21, I act like that. I'm 49 now. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I behaved like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut her off. So what? She gonna get attitude. Cut her off. So what? Bump your boss. Cut your boss off. Your wife needs you. Bump your boss. Your boss don't run you. Your boss don't care about your wife and your kids. You care about your wife and kids. Do what you're supposed to do. You ain't no boy no more. You don't need their approval. You talented enough. God made you. You got everything you need. You don't need no other man to sponsor you. That's probably what's killing you. You are actually on economic welfare. You're on employment welfare. You're on WIC. You just grown WIC. You're on grown WIC. Somebody asked me the other day, what's WIC? Women, infant, and children. I used to be on it with my girl. I'm like, get that juice. You know what I'm saying? When we had got WIC, I was like getting different kind of juice. Like, get that juice right there. That's the good juice. Get the good cheese. My wife graduated, got her degree. Passed the NCLEX the first time, went and got a job, and she took the WIC check back. I was like, what are you doing? Wait for him to call us. This free money. She said, this ain't our money no more. We on our feet now. This somebody else's money. You a grown man on employment WIC. You are living off of somebody else's check. You shouldn't be living off their check, but you're so afraid to fly on your own. Stop being a fool. It's higher up here, but the rewards are better. Oh, come on, y'all. It's higher up here, but the rewards are better. Right? And can I be transparent before I sit down? I just want to be transparent. I used to be on my girl's head like, why you ain't got, what's up with worship? I used to be on my girl's head all the time. Like, you ain't trying, I got one thing I ask you for, you can't. The Lord said to me, man, through my wife, she a D. My wife was like, yo, I promise you, it ain't that I don't want to be intimate, but it's hard to be intimate when I got student bills coming in. It's hard to be intimate when I don't know if we're going to be able to pay the bills. Like, you a man, you could just, I don't know how you do it, but you don't care what's going on. But I'm emotional. And if the stuff ain't right, it ain't right. When I tell you it's right, I'm only saying that because we don't have a house note. The kids' schooling was paid for. We don't have a student loan. I make sure her mom eat every month. My wife don't have no worries. She don't work but when she want to work. She like, yo, it's way easier now. Because before, some of my energy was going to this, but now all my energy can go to that. And can I be honest with you? When I say wealth, I'm at a point right now where I'm like, boo, you might need, you might want to slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep up right now. I'm just being real. Why? It's wealth. But I made the environment where now she can be a woman. Before, she had to be a woman and be part man. She had to pay bills. When we got our first house, it was on her credit because mine was tore up. So I wanted her to be all woman when I had her doing some man stuff. Now that she just get to do all woman stuff, it's easy for her to be a woman now. Now she ain't got to look over her back to see if it's somebody else. It's kind of hard to be totally intimate when I don't know if you totally intimate. Come on, y'all. This ain't rocket science stuff. Takers destroy and devastate. Wealth, what others need from me. What others need from me. What others need from me. My whole job is to take people from where they are, take their marriage, their kid, everything to the next level. I think about you. That's why we put out free content. I'm thinking about you. And when I take care of you, you're going to take care of me. Driven by needs, necessities. We're not driven by toys. It don't mean we'll get some from time to time, but we're not driven by them. What we're driven by is, I'm the next Martin Luther King. I am the 2020 Martin Luther King. It is my job to go in these schools. My job is to travel the world and help people stop being average, good, or great and become phenomenal. It's my job. I take total responsibility for that. Does that make sense? What new toy? Don't worry about the toys. Worry about the humans that you're going to bless. And when you bless those humans, they'll give you toys. You know, I just left Atlanta and told those grown men what I was going to do for the city. And they like, we're going to write a check for you. Because they saw the work that I was doing. I don't even got to write the check. I'm going to take care of the need, and they're going to take care of me so I can take care of the need. Does that make sense? You worried about the money, take care of the need, and the money will follow you. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you was going to get excited. Okay, whatever. You still want to be in poverty. All right, here go my last two. You're going to take a break. We want to get to the highest level. I got the GED, that wasn't enough. I got the 4-year degree. I was still hungry.